Hey, beautiful. How are you all doing? Today, I wanted to share just a little bit of my journey that I've been through over the last sort of 2 months. I know I've been quite quiet and I haven't really been going live and sharing many videos apart from reels, but I really wanted to share what's been coming up for me. In the time that I've been here in Cape Town, I have been jumping multiple timelines. I have been shifting, healing, and clearing so much fear and trauma that has been coming up at many different moments, some not very conveniently. And yet, I'm so grateful for each of those moments. And in those moments, I was open, willing, and ready to see it there and then, to shift it and heal it and alchemize it there and then. And that has meant that I've been able to move through multiple timelines, shifting and healing and calibrating at a much quicker pace. And it's not about how fast we can do things. It's not about how quickly I can move through things. What I'm sharing from is a place of deep allowing, is a place of, can I feel what is coming up to be felt right now? Can I allow myself to be led and guided when this is coming up right now, this moment, for a reason? And this for anyone who has really deep-seated trauma, you may want to pause this section of the video, and I'll raise my hand when I've finished sharing this traumatic event. So for me, at the age of 24, I was already engaged, and I'd made the decision. I was umming and ahhing about leaving South Africa and coming to the UK. And I was staying in a place with my fiance. And one evening, he was stabbed in front of me. We were at home and someone had burgled our car and he got stabbed in front of me. And the guy tried to come and stab me. And in that moment, my fiance at the time said, "Close the door, look after yourself," you know? And it was really fascinating because I thought, actually, I know that the version of me at that time, she did the best she could with the knowledge, awareness, and experience that she had at that time. And so I processed as much as I could. When it was safe to do, I opened the door, took him to hospital, sat with him while he got stitched, held his hand. And it was only afterwards that I allowed myself to feel the magnitude of what actually happened and transpired. And I went back to that home and the next day, and I decided, that's it. I cannot come back here because there was just too much to feel in that moment. And as an empath, I decided that was just too much. And it was at that moment in time when I decided that I was going to be moving to the UK and I was going to be leaving South Africa because I'd reached my point of enough. And over the years, I've been shifting and healing, trauma from past lives, from this life, from my childhood trauma wounds, trauma from my adult life. But it was only until I came back right now that I realized that there was an aspect from that moment that was ready to be healed and shifted. And so for those of you who are coming back, and the reason and how this came about was that I was driving with my mum in the car and my sister in the car, and I kept having this feeling inside of me like it is my responsibility to keep everyone who's in the vehicle with me safe. And I've been driving since the age of 19, so 30 years, and not once have I ever thought that. And so I sat with that feeling and thought, where's this coming from? And that's when I realized where it was coming from and what was coming up to be healed, and the gift, because I had to forgive myself because there was nothing I did wrong and there was nothing different that I would do looking back. And so I've forgiven myself, and I replayed these events looking at it through a different lens, a lens of how I was being protected by the beautiful divine masculine that was there at the time. And sometimes, some situations, we make certain things mean something about us. And yet, it's not always the case. And so, what is coming up for you to be healed and processed right now? I'm sending you so much love. And thank you for being here, for being in my world, for sharing space with me. I'm so grateful. And I'm sending you all so much love. Bye.